Hello friends, my name is Renuka. Welcome back to my channel, and it's a long time I didn't post any video. This die of the month kit came couple of days ago, but I didn't able to show it. Anyway, so this is the June kit. July kit is already coming. So they have the Maker's Mart. This is from the Spellbinder die of the month kit, and they have these dies this time, and it says party, enjoy, thank you, for you, cheers and celebrate. And these are quite awesome and bigger one. Now you can see that I already decked out couple of sentiments to show you how big they are, and I put some of these like in the pattern paper and some of them in plain paper, some have them in textured one. So yeah, they cut out really nice. Sometimes I get trouble with cutting, but yeah, after they pass through 1 or 3 times they cut very smoothly. So these are the nice one, and this one is like enjoy. Now I want to show you one thing that I have, that is adhesive paper, and this paper is have already adhesive back, and this came in kind of stripes, and I bought this from Giants or Michaels, I don't know. So quite a while with me. I have 2 pads of this and I already finished one. I did a scrapbooking, and at that time it is really handy to cut out the large scallop borders or something like that. So I cut out a couple of sentiments with it, and we're gonna make some cards with that also. I just go 1 or twice when I want this kind of effect, that not the whole part is cut out properly, and I will use it. Now I'm planning to cut out the bottom part of it, something like this, and then I'll stick to another part, and I'll draw a couple of things there or put some colors, I don't know. And so I will speed up the process, and I have the couple of paper pads with me. I'm planning to use them. They have in my stash from the long time. So this is Photoplay Plaided, and this one, both of them I bought from Michaels, and this is like Paradise Crush. And I have some more like the shimmery paper cardstock, which I use most of the times. I love those. I have some of the scraps, and yeah, so I'll speed up the process and make some cards with this kit. So here I just giving you a couple of ideas that how you can put these lots of dies. By the way, this dies also came with the kind of inspiration sheet with it, and Yana Smokola also put these dies together and kind of making the same kind of pattern there by adding couple of same many thanks decked out sentiment on a paper. I will not copy that. I'm kind of making something different here, but yeah, the inspiration you can see that. And when these kind of decked outs come, that is the kind of very obvious idea that you can do with these dies. Now at this moment I'm using the black and white decked outs, but you can make the same cardstock and same color on it, so it will give same effect, tone and tone effect on the cards. Or you can stamp this deck out with the fun foam and make your own stamp and put the Versafine ink, and that gives also tone and tone look on this paper. So these are the quite few ideas I want to share with you. Now I'm using here glossy accent, and this is not the best way to put this kind of card together. You should go with the Zaron sticker machine, or you can use the whole adhesive back with your cardstock and then put these. Cause what happen when you use any kind of glue, it will remain some kind of residue on the cardstock, and this in the glossy accent it will dry translucent, but still you have that kind of a different color on your cardstock. So here I had decided to use this card base, and this is gray color white lining card base. First of all, that I should plan to put this something like that, and then I don't know why I changed my mind and put the remaining strip also by adding the foam tape to it to give a different dimension. You can skip that step and you can add the black cardstock also, and then I'm popping out those thanks later, white thanks later, by using a small foam double-sided tape behind them. So yeah, or you can decorate out the whole word with the foam sheets, and then you can put the adhesive back to it. So at that time the whole side adhesive is really stick it or something like that is really handy. Now I'm adding couple of embellishments there, and that card is completed. Now for the next one, I'm kind of planning to use these scraps. So these are giving some ideas that you can use the vibrant and bright colors, like this is the fluorescent green color, and put this on these kind of papers, or you can directly put this deck outs on a beautiful paper. Some papers are like that you don't want to cut in your life, you want to just store them, so you can use those paper at this moment. So now I showed you this celebrate one, and I'll use the Samus stitch rectangle to get kind of frame, and I will just get rid of the bottom part of the let's celebrate sentiment. And this is the this is not a watercolor cardstock, this is a kind of textured one, but I'm kind of coloring it. And now you can see that when I'm started coloring, I will go with all the colorings, so I will shuffle in between. And these small die cutouts are also from spellbinders, like the cake and the stack I'm using in video. You can see all the details on my blog with the more pictures, so I'll make sure to go there and see. And now I'm adding a little bit of watercolors to them by using the clean color markers. Those are really nice to add the small details and colors and shadings to it, and you can go ahead again and again, you can add distress in colors to them if you don't have the color markers. So I just go crazy with the colors. I kind of using the rainbow pattern here, lots of colors, and those background pattern are kind of the ribbons, but I just wash out them, so those are like more in the background, not popping up. I just want the main focal image is that cake. Now as my colors are on, and decided to add more colors, and this is the horse die cutout, and this is also from the also spellbinder. I'm using two colors of browns here, and I will just give the wash to it and just color them. And it's a pretty simple one. I work the same way. Then I will add these cupcakes and cherries and ice cream. The main purpose of making video faster is like, if you want to make bunch of cards together, color them all the time. If you want to, now I'm just using the here embossing folder, so I emboss a bunch of image embossing bunch of papers at the same time. So in this way you can get more cards in the less time. And these are the pretty simple cards I'm putting together. Just want to show you that how differently your products can use. Main focus is not the word dies here, you can get more from your word dies. You can see the last video from the June kit where I make it, where I shared the couple of ideas. They're having the full alphabets at that kit. So yeah, and these sentiments are quite versatile. You can use them anyway with any card. So now you can see that I have couple of embossing folders, and I emboss these papers at the same time as I go, and then I cut out this stack with the white paper and just put those things together. So this is like more masculine card, and I think this is the great addition, such kind of dies to your masculine cards, cause people having really hard time to create those. Now there is some kind of problem with it, and this cardstock is not proper, so in the final video you can see that little bit different card. So now I'm using this another embossing folder which is having gears. All these are Darcy's folders. And now now one thing more, when you want to buy the embossing folders, there is a one site called Consumer Craft. Go to that site and you will get the embossing folders in 2 point something, means every folder is like under $3. So yeah, that's a nice deal. So check out that site too. And then for this card I will just add the horse there and many thanks, and that completes this card. Nothing fancy, every card is very pretty simple here. Now these circular things, the pop-up circles, I decided to add colors to those. Now if you don't have this kind of embossing folder, you can die cut out some different shapes of circle, and then you can sizes of circles basically, and you can color them the same way, and then you can put them on the cardstock. And if you don't want to color them, basically you can die cut out the circles with the different pattern papers or different color cardstock, and you can put them all together to get this kind of look. And they're gonna pop off really nice with white background or any dark color background, whatever you want to. Black is also going to great for this kind of stuff. Now when your background is too noisy and there are too much going on, you don't want to distract with your focal image. So at that moment what I did is I just add a value. Now you can see that. Now before that, now you can see whenever I'm coloring this, I'm pushing the pigments from upper side to downside, because it's like I put the colors on downside of those circles, because these are really highly pigmented colors. If you go from upper to down, it will give you a very monotonous color. You don't get that spear kind of look, the transparency on the upper way. So yeah, you want that 3D kind of effect, so that's I'm using here. um, so now I'll use that cherry and that cup and the ice cream there, and I will use little bit of pop dots there to raise my image. And as I told you, I'll use the vellum paper which I've already dyed it out, and I'll use the enjoy sentiment from this kit. This is quite a versatile card. You can use for any occasion, or it is like just sending an ice cream to a friend to say enjoy your day. So I hope this kind of encouragement card too. And then I decided to put the whole card on the white card base, and rather than putting the whole image in the middle, I decided to put it a little bit off centered. I'm using glossy accent to do that. And then I just put little bit pressure there. You can put acrylic block until it dries, so the vellum will not curl up. You can always add little bit of small details like the glossy accents or the Winkazilla pen. And now you can see when I have glossy accent and Winkazilla pen, I just got crazy. I put that everywhere. Yeah, I know that, but yeah, it looks nice on the cards, right? Gonna work on the next card, and for that I already decked out this with MFT scallop border blueprint 27 die, and having little bit of pink wash to it. And we're gonna make some really fun and simple card with these. So nothing complicated. All those cards I'm sharing today are pretty simple, and you don't have to use this scallop pen. You can just give a wash, or you can directly use any pattern paper, or if you want you can use the normal plain paper also. And now I want a little bit of black outer edge for this. So I first of all stick my colored paper on the black paper, and then I'll cut the excess paper. I'm just kind of eyeballing, not measuring anything here. And now the fun part. Here I want to create some balloons. Now the balloons you can create with directly with the help of stamps. There are many stamps which is having the balloons, dies and stamps, or you can hand draw those, but today I will use my fingers as my stamps and create the small balloons. These small tricks I learned when I was in school. Yeah, these are the small things you learn in school, and for long while you just got forgot that how those things work. So yeah, I'll speed up the process. Now for this card, I just went a little bit crazy and decided to use the old school stamp technique, in which I use my index finger to make balloons. Yes, and I will pop those balloons with the help of the any black color marker, and I will make the thread also. So it's a quite simple and easy way of doing. I'm using the pigmentings here. I have the distress inks on my desk, so I'm using that, and I'm using the Sharpie pen. First of all, I decided to use the gel pen because it will give a nice pop and glossy effect, but that didn't work for me, so I just grabbed my 0.5 pen, Sharpie pen, and then add little bit of white details on those. You can put glossy accents on all those balloons, and they will pop, but I just decided not to do that while this time. Now for the next card, the last time we put this card together, and now I just want to put all the things together because it dried, and then I'll put this foam background to it, and then I'll put all the things together. It's quite a easy one. I just shuffle in between. I can edit those part and put the one card in one way and show you like this is the one card and this is the whole process, this is the second card, this is the whole process. But I didn't do that because I want to show you that how you can manage your time and you can get more out of your time. So yeah, the way I make the cards, the way I shoot, I edit them the same way. I didn't shuffle them. So I hope you like that thing also, and you can get some kind of inspiration to manage your time while making your cards. Now I'm just adding a little bit of small details here to pop those cake and some squirrels, and these dies are quite a versatile one. The small one, you can use them anywhere. Little bit of glossy accent and Winkazella pen make your card sparkle. So I hope you got some kind of inspiration with this card. So for the next cards, I just want to show something. This is the one part. I bought this from Michael's, and it's kind of shiny surfaces here. So now what you can do, you can put all these letters in a kind of pyramid form, and they're gonna look really nice. You can see that how that black color will pop on all this background of butterflies, and you can cut it apart. Now same times you can create a small album or a photo page with these. You can put this, and on the other side you can put some square photos here and add couple of stickers, and that gonna be your scrapbook page or the album page. You can do it. Now again, I'll show you that this celebrate having kind of texture because I use the pattern paper for this. You can use this also. So these are a couple of tricks that you can do with it, or you can do exactly vice versa. You can cut out the, as I shown these before, with the pattern paper and put those letters on the plain cardstock. Now you can create on your sentiments like thank you for, and you can write inside everything. Then it's kind of celebrate. So it's the possibilities are endless. You can mix and match, and you can write inside that happy birthday, happy anniversary, or happy new year, or happy Christmas. Anything will goes with this sentiment, and you can stamp those inside. So I'll keep these aside. And so I hope you like this video, you got some kind of inspiration to use your word dies. You don't have to make the same word dies, but you can get more ideas from whatever you have in your stash and make some simple cards with it. And if you like it, do subscribe to my channel, click the like button, giving me thumbs up. You can follow me on Facebook, Pinterest and Instagram, and don't forget to go to my blog to see more details and pictures and the combinations I put there. So you can subscribe to my blog also to stay updated. And these are the two cards I make with the same die cut out, but I use the different stamps. So went ahead and see that video also if you like it. So until the next crafty project, have a crafty life. Bye bye.